Here we are in the Apostolic Vicariato of Southern Arabia, which goes long back to 1878, when it was called Vicariato of Arabia, until 7 years ago. And for 100 years, it was entrusted to the Capuchins of Tuscany, of Florence. All the apostolic vicars came from there, and also missionaries. But of course, it was a very small vicariate at the time, mostly in Aden, Yemen, first 40 years, and then later in Bahrain, and slowly it spread with the oil boom to Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and the other countries also in the Gulf. But altogether, the Italian missionaries were only about 40 in these 100 years, 40 different missionaries. But nowadays, in this vicariate, which comprises only 3 countries of the original huge area, we are 45 Capuchins. So the numbers have grown, the number of parishes has grown, and the number of people, 1 million people, with only 65 priests. 2/3 are Capuchins. Something about my own experience in this country. I came here 10 years ago, after 27 years in Africa, where we are very close to the people. And then I spent 13 years in Rome, which I appreciated very much for getting to know the international church, the universal church, not just the Vatican, also the universal order, because we had to deal with all the countries in the world. And the art and history of Rome, of course, was a very rich experience. And now 10 years I have been here, and I must say, these 10 years are the years I should be retired, but where I had to work more and was more challenged in my faith and also in my work. And one thing here, which is very different from Africa, we are in Arabia, in a Muslim society. There's a certain separation. The locals, citizens, go their own way. The expatriates, we are called expatriates, these foreigners coming from maybe 200 countries, they are kept apart and are never citizens. They never get the chance to become citizens. Now there are big efforts to create a good coexistence, and tolerance is highlighted. And we are well received and we have certain freedoms. But we have so many people in our parishes and all are away from home, and that creates many problems. And they often need spiritual assistance. And sometimes it's enough just to speak a few words to a priest, to get his blessing in a difficult situation. And this has impressed me very much here. The demand on the priest as a man of the Spirit, a man who lives what he preaches. And people are also critical, you know. They see if a priest is not living up to his vocation, or a priest is not putting the proper input into his preaching, or the way he celebrates Mass, he administers the sacraments, is available for the people. For me, it's one of the greatest experiences to see here how people from different countries, different cultures, can still be one in the Catholic Church. It's something only find in the Catholic Church. I see our other churches, how split they are in national churches, in cultural groups. The danger is also here in our church, in the prayer groups and associations. But we as priests and the bishop have always to insist on the importance of unity. Therefore, the English language is compulsory for all the priests. And then we need priests from many languages, because normally when people like to confess or having some counseling, they can express themselves better in their own language. And for that reason, we need many priests, and we have priests from about 20 nationalities to cater for that aspect. I am very happy here. I am old and have a lot to do, but I don't mind, because people appreciate it and are very, very grateful.